a little box opening for the Lathes YouTube channel. Well, it has eBay tape around it. It's quite heavy, but there we are, plenty of newspaper and things on it, and that's what it is. There's my hand, so hopefully you can tell I've got a normal size hand, not a small hand. It's quite a large item, quite heavy. So what you see is what you get. Item, it's a machine vise, a big heavy one, and the aim is to clean this up, and hopefully it would work for a lot of the jobs I might need to do on the milling machine. It comes without handle, which is a big disadvantage, but I'm hoping I'll be able to pick up a squared ended handle for that at some point. But that is the thing, and we'll see it in operation. The shape, the size of it means that it might not well go in the Y direction. Might have to go onto the milling machine in the X direction, but we'll see what transpires. I've got to work out a lot of the functionality of this, in addition to it being a vise. These, well, I don't know whether those would be pegs to help square the vise up on the bed of your machine. Those might just be the ends of holes, tapped holes for set screws or bolts. If there were some pegs that would allow it to be set square, that would be useful. But there are other ways of doing that. And then we've got a lot of set screws in the top of it. They have been used at some time because the heads of the screws have obviously had a screwdriver in them, and it might well be that those are to adjust jib strips on the vise, or maybe just to hold it together, I don't know. And then you've got these things which are square-ended bolts. I can imagine that those go right through the vise jaws and hold those vise jaws in place. And those extremely long ones, must be really long, also would appear to go through, given the location at the other end, to the vise jaws. So it looks like they can be used to either adjust the vise jaws to make them parallel, or at least make them removable should you need to add new jaws to it. So that's all I can tell at the moment just by looking at it, and that presumably allows you access to the nut under there, however the nut is formed. But of course you're not going to be moving it to mill, it's just a clamping operation that you have under there. So there it is so far.